Hey and welcome back to 50 and 50. My name's Paul and we're on 50 workouts towards 50 years of age, and this is workout 2. We did a quick run the other day and now we're on to shoulders and legs. Love training shoulders. As an ex-pole vaulter, I was all about speed, power and strength, and through power comes strength and size. So I've carried a little bit of size, but I now want more definition. So I don't need to train massively heavy, but I need to train smart. So I know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. So today we're going to do side lateral raises, we're going to do front dumbbell raises, and then we're going to do a pure power one, which is presses. Also, I want to look fit as well. So we're going to do forced intensity training. So hopefully as many sets as possible are to absolute max. I'm also going to train in real time, so I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to go with it because I like to do short recoveries, so you get an idea of the short recoveries. So let's not mess about. I've done a warm up, I've done a bit of stretching. Let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start off with 14s and just see where it takes us. With my breathing, I always breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. Power breathing. Pause at the top. Just for a slight second. As well. As well as controlling it. On the way down on the negative, because you're stronger actually in the negative than you are in the positive being the power phase. Now, when I talk about short recoveries, we are literally talking 20, 30, 40 seconds max. This is where it gets tough now, but you can get a lot done in a very short period of time, so let's go. Starting to kick in now. Getting a bit lower, so one more. Now, I'm using the same weight. I'm trying to get a rep range from 8 to 12. Obviously when I'm fresh, my rep range will be higher, so trying to get the 12, 13, 14s in that stage. As I get down on my sets, it's coming down, so it'll be 11s and 10s and 8. If it gets below 8, just drop the weight, change the weight. But I'm okay on this first set. On these first 3. Ready? Two more. One more. No, that's week 4. Right, we're only in week 1. So, write it down. Whether you did 12, 13, 14, first set, write your second set down, your third set down, so you know what your goal is the next time. The next time, you're more likely to do more anyway, just because you're used to it. Okay, like we said, short recoveries. Now, I'm going to do these in a hammer session. So we're going to raise up, front, pause, 7. Oh, this is tough. 10. Come on, let's get 2 more. Now, people will say, don't sway, don't rock, don't move. Look, you can be as strict as you want. As you get towards the end, if you're really training hard, you will have a bit of momentum, a bit of movement. All you're doing is trying to make sure that you get the maximum out. So, you know, if you need a little bit of movement, be as strict as you can, up to the point where you can't be strict, just to keep it going. So 2, here we go. Big deep breath, stop. 6. You can feel it kicking in. Now it's burning. Training is absolutely sadistic because you're going to ache tomorrow. Delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. It's brilliant. You love it. It's what you look for. It means you've trained hard. It means you're training right. So don't be afraid of it. Just embrace the pain. Here we go. Another set. One more. So that was pretty much spot on. We did a 12, we did a 10, then we did an 8. If it dips below 8 and you can't do any more, drop the weight. Don't worry about the weight that's in your hand. Just focus on the intensity. Remember, forced intensity training. It's about forcing the intensity to get the absolute max out of your training session. So they're 14s. We're now going to do presses. You're stronger in the press phase, so therefore we're going to up the dumbbells. I've got 26s in each hand, so that correlates to 52 kilos, which is about the same as a small child or an octopus, apparently, if you Google it. So, don't know why it's an octopus, but it is. So, again, if you've got somebody with you to help you get them up, then better. But I've just adapted my technique. Bit of swing, up, on the air we go. Full range of movement if you notice as well, so it touches the shoulders. Probably one more, come on. 10. It's tough. It's all about control because your body's trying to make it go. Remember, you're using other muscles as well as stabilizers, because when you use dumbbells, you're stopping it going left and right, back and forward. So you use the stabilizers to push it up in a certain phase. If you use something like a Smith machine, which is brilliant, everything's pushing in one phase, so you're actually stronger, you can put more weight on. Whereas dumbbells, I like dumbbells because there's no hiding with dumbbells. Okay, next set. As close to 10 as possible. Okay, now you can actually see what forced intensity training is. I couldn't on my own get another one out. If you've got a spotter, brilliant. Get them just to touch your elbows, and it might only give you 3-5%, but that 5% will get you another 1 or 2 reps. So just a bit of forced will help you. I haven't got that, so it's pure, simple power and willpower and mind over matter really. Right, talking's over. Right, we're going to get as close straight as possible. May only get 6, but I want to get 8. Here we go. Breathing is important, keep breathing. Right, if you think that's not hard, give it a go. Right, important things to remember: safety. Right, make sure you're in a safe environment. I'm training on my own here. I've been training for quite a few years. I'm used to it. Okay, nutrition. Fuel your body before you come. So make sure you've had your protein shakes in the day, you've had your meals, you haven't skipped meals. It's all about energy. What you ate 2 days ago is powering you today. When you finish, protein shake. However, we've not finished. Come back, and we're going to do legs. Another big muscle group, but because they are big muscle groups, but they're opposing different areas of the body, you can train them together. So see you in 2. Because it's only week 1, I'm going to do 5. Because it's only week 1, I'm easing myself into this. So I've done 3 shoulder exercises. I'm now only going to do 2 legs. I'm doing quads and I'm going to do hamstrings. I'll start introducing more exercises as we get into it, as we get fit. But exactly the same. Deep breath in and then exhale on the way out. Now, as you can see, I've not got amazing kit. I'm not in the Golds or an LA gym. I'm not on Muscle Beach. But you can build a half decent physique with little or no money or no equipment or little equipment, which we'll see when we do circuit training as well, when we introduce that. Because look at gymnasts. Gymnasts look amazing. Do very, very little weight. It's all about body weight. And I built most of my strength doing circuits from the age of 13 to 18 to build up my strength. Little tip, if you notice, I never put the weight down. I don't smash it against the bench. One is that I pay for and own the equipment, so I don't want to break it. But 2, your muscle is always in tension then. So it's actually not resting. So it's actually working physically harder. You know, if you were to just do that and hold your arms out, see how long it would be before the 8, because they're always in tension. Yeah, if you do that, you can do that all day. And that's the difference, that the muscle is always in tension. Like I said, real time, short recoveries. So get your diary, write it down. Write down what the weight is. I did a 12, I did a 10, and I managed to force the next one out, so I did a 9. I don't care about odd or even numbers. It's just about numbers and weight and progression. Because without progression, you're staying stagnant. And stagnation is actually going backwards. Because in fitness, you should always get fitter. So the idea is, if you were to do your week 1 session after week 12, it would be a piece of cake, because every session gets harder as you get fitter. So all we're going to do is change the weights, and then we're going to do hamstring curls. Now I'm actually not going to show you that because it's not that pretty, because all you're going to see is my bum, my ankles and the back of my head. But believe me that I'm going to do it. And like I said, the most important thing, just duck down because we're in real time, are these guys. You want to recover. The best way to recover is taking nutritional supplements, because it gives you the body the vital ingredients that it needs, the nutrients in a liquid form. Why a liquid form? Just digested faster than food. So have your chicken later, not with your protein, because your body will only digest so much protein. So don't have protein with protein, separate your meals. So I'm going to have this, which will aid me to recover. Remember, subscribe and follow us. There's more videos to come at www.definitionnutrition.com for all your supplements, and Definition Nutrition TV for all our YouTube videos. We're also on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Definition Nutrition, and we're on Twitter, Definition MD. A lot to remember for an old guy, but not too bad. So just remember, at Definition Nutrition, it's just nutrition that defines us.